Hello and welcome to Roleplay Rejects, where we play new and unusual tabletop role-playing games. This season we're playing Shadows of Esteren, so let's Esteren some shadows.
My foot hurts a ridiculous amount.
Was your refrigerator running?
No,
You better go catch it. Yeah, got him.
it's not running though. It's walking.
Well, you better go catch it, but you got time. I'm sorry your foot hurts. That sucks.
Yeah, I don't know. I am convinced that my dog slept on my foot. Or settled soccer injury.
Wow, this is beautiful.
Did you play soccer?
Yeah, in high school, I was awful. That's the sport that got me the White Lightning nickname. Because I was slow as hell.
What you looking at?
It was not a lot of people that called it to me. And I think that's because they didn't bully me.
Yeah, that'll do it. Not being a bully will prevent you from
It was just like
doing bully
my
things.
basically brother's friends.
I used to really like soccer. I still kind of do, I guess. But I don't like watch it.
It's fun to play, but I hate watching it.
Same. No.
Soccer and baseball. I guess I don't like watching any sports, but if I had
Baseball
to watch
is like the boringest sport to
American
watch, though.
football,
Golf.
Golf's worse.
No.
yeah, it's worse. I mean, like at least
Like
sometimes
baseball
people get
and
hit
golf are
in
probably
baseball.
at least like this.
Yeah, they're both pretty bad. I don't know. I kind of like golf, though, personally. Maybe I'm boring.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe she's boring with it or whatever.
Probably not. It's probably Maybelline.
It's probably Maybelline.
Now, do you like watching golf or playing golf? Because those are two very different
I've never
things.
played golf in my life.
Me either.
I want to play
Except
golf.
for like on video games, like Mario Golf, Toadstool Tour.
Wii golf?
Have you played mini golf?
Wii golf. I was so good
I've
at
done
Wii
like,
golf.
yeah, mini golf.
My little brother broke his hand playing Wii golf.
Mini golf or putt-putt? I've done putt-putt. Are they different? Mini
Oh.
golf and putt-putt?
No, they're the
Honestly, I have
same,
no
think.
idea.
Okay, then yeah, I've done
I'm
some
bad
of that.
at mini golf. Really, really bad.
Some mini golf
I
things are
am
lit.
too.
Like literally, they have the night light up mini
Yeah.
golf. That
Oh,
shit's
yeah.
sick. I didn't realize I was being literal until
But Damien lost, and then he got a coupon for a free
free egg.
round of mini golf, so
That
he
makes
could
more sense.
practice.
I would have preferred the egg.
Same.
Which is like,
High
because they're like,
protein.
who won? And then I had one because I did well on the last one. And then Damien got, like a coupon for a free.
Keep practicing, kid.
Exactly. And I was like, I mean, I was a little upset because I was like, but I won.
Yeah.
What do I get? Bragging
Like,
rights?
what if this is my first date with this guy and now he just gets free mini golf and I get nothing because I won?
That's sick for
It
him.
wasn't. We were very married.
Quite married.
Yeah. Someone was watching our kid. It was just a date. But still, they didn't know that. Just because we had rings on our fingers.
And that don't mean nothing.
Yeah. We could be having an affair with each other.
True. They could both be married to other people.
Yeah. That would be horrible.
Yeah.
Why?
Happens though.
In that situation, you're just like, you know what we should do? Go mini golfing. Like,
It's intimate, man.
is it?
No, not at all.
Hang
I mean,
out
I
in
guess.
public.
Yeah, you do the classic where
It
they're
was
like,
like
"Here,
a-
let me show you how," and then they put their arms around you. And
I think
then
it was
you
like a
miss.
Halloween themed.
that's sick.
Yeah.
Less
That's
intimate,
cool.
but sick. I love Halloween and mini golf. Halloween golf mini. Putt.
What? Henny.
Titty golf.
Half.
Half. Halloween golf. But in small font because it's mini golf.
You said you had something you wanted to talk about earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Joseph.
Sorry, a book.
Oh, dude. So I'm reading The Stand right now by Stephen King.
I know that guy.
And sorry?
Sorry, I just said I know that guy. I don't. Please continue.
Oh, okay. And he and like the bad guys. So the whole premise of the book is a pandemic hits the United States and kills like 99% of people. And you follow the like 1% that actually lived through it.
Wow.
And this was written back in 1960 something too, right? So it's kind of weird listening to his predictions and like after going through COVID, right?
Mhm.
But one of the bad guys is like crucifying people on telephone poles, like as you go into Salt Lake City, not into Salt Lake City, into Las Vegas. They've been bouncing around like a bunch of the Western capitals, and the bad guy is taking up Las Vegas because there's all the cool architecture there, and yeah.
What is it called?
The Stand. Yeah, it's okay. Apparently, they made like a TV series about it. It's on like the cover of the book, but I don't know. I'm reading it. It's pretty good.
I haven't read a book in so long.
Yeah.
I used to love reading before the incident.
I get most of mine through audiobooks. I just say that I read them because when you have to define it, people are like, "Oh, did you listen to it or read it or whatever?" And so I just say I read.
I understand
you
a
absorb
little,
the
but
book.
like,
Yeah, I have taken 1 unit of book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Lumismo. Like,
It
whether
is,
you
yeah.
read it or not, you're getting the information.
Yeah, you know the story, right?
Yeah.
I have heard
Yeah.
the argument that it's a different experience. Like, sometimes you can like read it differently
Yeah.
because the way you hear it can influence how you interpret it.
That makes sense. I really like listening to audiobooks though, especially when like people have weird names and like sci-fi stuff, because then I know how to pronounce things correctly.
And I don't get caught up on it, right? Because like if my brain can't figure out how to say a name, and maybe honestly, this might just be a me problem, but if I get caught up on a name, then like it takes me out of the experience because I'm trying to figure out how it's supposed to sound in my head, and like that's not the point.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I listened to a sci-fi book forever ago that was it was like a Chinese planet, like a Chinese colonized planet, and those names like Han Jingzhao, like I would never have gotten that from all the X's and then vowels.
Yeah.
Because I don't speak anything near Spanish, right? And so
You said Spanish.
you meant Chinese.
Chinese.
yeah, I speak decent Spanish. I don't
that
speak
doesn't help you
Chinese.
with
Yeah.
Chinese.
Right. Yeah.
And the English is kind of so, as you can tell. So yeah, I like listening to audiobooks, especially when I know that kind of stuff's coming up.
Yeah. That would have been nice when I was a kid with the Karen books because like it was before I learned that like GH can make the f sound.
Okay.
So the word laugh, I thought it was lagah.
Dude,
And the context did not fix it
Yeah.
for me. I was like, what does lagah mean?
Dude, it throws people right.
you
Like
said the GH can make the f sound, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then you said laugh, and I was like, oh my god. He's right.
It's
English
just
is
natural
dumb.
now.
It's like it just doesn't make any sense.
yeah, there's so
There's
many like
but
silent
so many
letters
rules,
and
I
but
just
stuff.
remember
nobody
feeling
follows
so
them.
stupid.
Yeah, so many rules, but such an enormous amount of exceptions to those rules.
Because I was in like the advanced reading thing, and like first grade, I don't know when I actually learned that it was GH, but I remember because I was like, I'm supposed to be good at reading, but I don't know what this says.
I think
What
that
is lagah?
happens. I think that happens a lot to people who are like relatively smart and they read a lot. They have a hard time pronouncing things because they're not hearing it; they're just reading it, right? So like, as long as it makes sense to your brain, like you're fine. But I find that a lot at work. People will pronounce things weird, and I'm like, "What are you saying?" And then it will eventually like write it down or realize what they're trying to say or something like that. And you're like, oh,
Yeah.
hyperbole.
Oh, dude.
Like
or-
it's like you've been saying
Hyperbole?
hyperbole, but it's hyperbole. And they're like,
didn't
oh,
know what
I didn't know that's how you pronounced it. Right. And it's like, yeah, honestly, I don't expect you to know that because English is dumb.
It
Yeah.
happens in adulthood sometimes too. I think it's the word lithe. I got in an argument with someone because I said lithe, and they were like, "You mean lithe?" And I was like, "I absolutely do not mean lithe. It's lithe." And then we fought, and I said, "We don't have
That
to. This
person
isn't a
over there
mystery. Like
seems
Google
very
it."
lit. Like say it in a sentence.
Yeah, I was like, "No, dude. Like Google it. Like Google will tell you." And then sure enough, you hit that little
Sound-
speaker, and it's lithe. And I was right yet again. Speaking of being right yet again, Misty, since you were the last episode, do you want to do a recap for your character?
Yeah. Okay, we'll see how this goes and if I took decent enough-ish notes because they look horrid as I'm looking at
They're
them right
better
now.
than mine.
But okay, so after the winter happened, we focused on Ragnvald in episode 13. Episode 14 was all about Rebecca and what she's been up to after that winter. And she had that story of the three sisters the churro merchant talked to us about kind of stuck in her brain. So after doing a couple of odd jobs during the winter, she decided to read up on the three sisters and figure out why she was so cold to this story. And it turns out she kind of remembered a little bit of the story and maybe had heard it as a kid. But while she was searching in the Wise Owl, which is it a bookstore or a library? Both.
It's like, yeah.
It's a book place.
Yeah.
She was in the place of books, and she found a couple of different books on the Three Sisters, which, as a reminder, by the way, the Three Sisters was a fairy tale that was told to children, and it's often referenced in those stories that the three islands to the east are now where they reside. Mm-hmm. Well, that's kind of the whole myth. But it turns out that there was another book that she found that the librarian seemed to not recognize as one of the normal books on the shelves, but it had a bunch of Varigal cant that described, it was kind of like a journal for these different Varigals, and them learning about the Three Sisters in different ways, traveling to those islands, and then it would cut off from there, and then the next Varigal would write an entry. It seemed very sporadic, and there was not really a whole ton to go off of other than they all went to the city of Sale. Mm-hmm. And then there was also a chant in there, and there's this big, do not read this chant out loud. But then...
Top 10 chants doctors don't want you to know.
Yeah, exactly. But Rebecca decided to anyway and followed these wisps that appeared to Sale. From there, it all went black. Once she got to the island, she couldn't see anything. She couldn't hear anything. And that's where it ended. So I have even less answers than I started with. But that's okay. Yeah, so that's what Rebecca was up to. Is that too much of a...
No, that's good.
Cool.
So, we're going to rewind to the end of winter like we did with the other two. By this point in time, Ragnvald and Vera... Fuck, man. Ragnvald and Rebecca have already boot scoot and boogied to their fucking whatever they're doing. And you spent the winter just working a shop, right? That's what your plan was for the winter months?
Just doing some smithing jobs.
Some smithing jobs, indeed. And then, I blanked. Do you want money?
Yes.
Yeah, I did it. I feel like I have to do it for everyone. Because I've done it for everyone. So I'm going to calculate your funds.
What if she had said no?
Then I wouldn't calculate her funds. You want money? No, I'm good.
I don't
okay,
think so.
whatever. A little weird, but you do you, queen.
I
make
out
one
of the
frost
goodness
per
of
day.
my heart.
Is it one frost per day?
It's not. Absolutely not.
You're right. That was a really stupid question I just asked you.
I think it's 2 or 3.
I think it's 10 ember, 1 azure per day. I think.
Azure.
I think it's about.
Yeah,
it's a little less than what's her face makes. the Variable. Dude, where am I? I'm so sorry. There's a table of contents.
Yes. We've been over this today.
There's
If it was an
3
audiobook,
pages dedicated
You
to
need
money.
little
You wouldn't
tabs
have a
for your
table.
book.
Tab B's.
Actually, that's a very specific tab to need, so probably not.
I'll just put a single dollar in that spot, and I'll always know it's where the money is.
Honestly, yeah.
$2.19. Someone sing while I look. Wait, I'm almost there.
Wow.
No, I'm good.
E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N.
Whenever this
I
part
guess
of
it's
this- oh.
like a skilled manual profession.
Yeah. I thought craftsman was a thing.
Yeah, it is. Journeyman crafter. Yeah, that's you. What did you make? You guys make the same rates. I say to
I
Joseph.
made 7 frost.
7 frost into Azure.
Yes.
I remember he rounded down.
Yep,
Yeah.
that sounds right.
I think the same as a stable hand. It's kind of lame.
You make the same as a.
I guess he is skilled.
But like to be fair, I really only made 2 frost more, which like is a lot,
True.
but also not that much more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a
that's
good
true.
amount because that's like making that's like making more over
I'll
the
just
course
be
of like 4
grateful for
months,
what I
right?
have.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and he's like kind of more like he's like a stable guy slash like a horse vet slash kind of a doctor. So
Not a doctor.
really, he's making more than he probably should. Instead of you making less than you should, he's just making a little more than he should.
It just feels bad because I'm 32.
Yeah.
But you're still a first level adventurer.
That's why it's hard being old.
That's because my husband died.
Yeah.
What do you want from me?
Bro, that's so sad.
That's really sad.
Okay, I just want to say this is frustrating because these don't fit in the Frost Buddies. The Liquid Deaths, they're 16.9 ounces.
Today's
they're-
sponsor, Liquid Death.
I wish.
Me too. I love Liquid Death.
They're
I love
so good and cool. looking.
sponsors. That's how much
But
money
mainly
you made.
liquid death.
That much money. However, whatever I said, that's how much you made.
Yeah,
And
thank you for the money.
we're gonna pick up with you a younger like Varigal, not of the same renown as everyone's favorite Varigal, but a young Varigal nonetheless. Comes into your stall to pick up a sword he had you repair.
Yay.
And yeah, whatever. Ding ding. You have a bell now. He walks in.
I made the bell.
That makes sense. He goes, hey, top of the morning to you. Is my
hi.
sword ready for pickup?
Yeah, I've got it right here. And then I'll have like the sword. I'll show it to him. That's all ready.
Yeah, he yeah, you
Confirm that it is indeed his sword, like
Yeah.
they do at Crumble. These are your cookies. This is your sword. They go over what cookies you got.
Which is
And
so
I'll tell
funny
him
because
what I
you
did.
just ordered them. But I appreciate it. Because
good
what if I
timing.
don't get the cookies I wanted?
Yeah,
then I'll
like-
be sad.
They tell you every cookie that you got, and then you could like, what if someone got the same order but like one cookie was different? And then it's your fault if you're like, yeah.
yeah, you confirmed it. Yeah, he goes, yep, that's my sword. And he takes it from you and he kind of like looks at it in his own, like in his hands. And he goes, very nice work. Thank you so much. And he throws you
Thank
like
you.
5 ember as a tip.
Yay.
And then he goes on. He says, "Hey, obviously you already like are pretty good at your craft, but have you taken notice of the posting in the board in the town square?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
I haven't gone up there for a while, so.
yeah, you should take a peek at it. It's apparently there's some like master craftsmen willing to take apprentices. I don't know too much about it because I'm a young Varigal and I don't care about master craftsmen. But I figured I'd let you know because it might be interesting of you. So to you might be interested.
Okay. Well, thank you. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah. Yep. Just wanted to let you know.
Like,
Yeah, I don't know why he
such an
talks. like-
awkward Varigal. Like, for someone
To be
who has
fair.
to, like,
I have to imagine it's because you're really pretty, so people will get nervous.
oh, yeah.
I was going to say, to be fair, maybe he's not like a personable
I
Varigal.
thought you were going to say a person. And I was like, what?
No, he's like,
a fail.
Varigals aren't people.
no, he's like one of those people that like transports like goods more than he transports people or
yeah.
something like that, you know?
Like it
So-
like goes out of the way to avoid the jobs escorting people.
Mhm. But
Yeah.
I like the idea that she's just so freaking beautiful that he's like,
Oh my god.
you should maybe, I don't know, go,
If
check
you-
out that one thing if you. Anyway, goodbye.
Thanks for the sword. See ya.
God, that just reminds me of like the screenshots you see of like guys who are like talking.
Oh, the DMs.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they're like, oh, acting shy. Like they have
They have the
use the
fingers.
asterisks.
Yeah.
And they have the
Yeah.
fingers, and it's just like, please never do that to anyone. Just
No, do that. That's W Riz right there.
no, it's not. All right, anyone who took Wesley's advice, I'm sorry. Don't expect much out of it.
Yeah. No.
Oof.
Yeah. I mean.
It was really harsh.
No, it
Well,
is
like,
bad advice.
No, that specific
Yeah.
advice.
No, that's awful advice. Don't
Yeah,
I
listen.
need
no,
to be
it-
harsh.
It's called tough
Other
love.
advice from Wesley also sometimes dangerous.
I'm usually
so-
pretty spot on. I think.
No, you want to eat raw meat.
Yeah. I don't eat raw meat. I just think it'd be cool if we could digest it
That's fair.
peacefully, without
Anyway.
harm.
I go check the board when
You
I
go
get
check
a
the board.
chance.
And there's a board.
Yeah,
It has
you
like a few random jobs
Control F for
for
blacksmith.
Yeah. There's one you notice that is like very I was gonna say ominously. That's not what I mean to say. Very
It's okay, no matter what you say, it'll be ominous.
very obviously different. In the sense that it's like it's written in well, first of all, like the paper it's posted on is like darker than the rest, like kind of like I don't want to say like gray, whereas everything else would be like normal paper color.
Weird.
And then the text itself is written in charcoal. And and it reads it's a very brief, I'm sorry, boxers, just kidding. It's a very brief advertisement. It just says looking for apprentices on Calvary, and then it's signed Vulcan.
I'm gonna take it.
Take it.
Okay, so I kind of recognize the name from like hearing tales of like my dad learning when he was learning to do smithing stuff. And he's like, yeah, I'll teach you everything that Vulcan taught me. So I'm like, the odds of this being the same Vulcan, not that big. I don't know, I guess it's not a common name, but I am definitely interested because if it's the same guy, that'd be dope.
That would be dope.
Because I don't think he taught my dad everything, and then I can be better than my dad. Which
Yeah,
isn't my
you'll-
goal, but
You'd probably recall too from excuse me, ASMR, OnlyFans. You probably recall too from your dad, just like I guess talking in general, that his instructor in particular, Vulcan, doesn't usually take apprentices very often, and when he does, he doesn't take very many, right? So like your dad is probably like one of very few smiths that studied under Vulcan at all, right? So it's pretty neat in general, at least from what you've heard from your dad way back when, that he's like again looking for apprentices.
yeah. And this is kind of what I like started traveling for. I haven't gotten very far, but so I'm probably just gonna head there
Yeah. Do you
when I get ready.
Yeah. Do you? So Calvary is at the northeast. No, sorry, northwest. Is that Northwest Island on the map?
Yeah.
Do you want to like? You can probably go to. You can go to either Koskin or Twale, and find a boat that might take you up there. I honestly. Never mind. I just remember that Ostobale also has like a little river that flows out of it, but because I forgot that for the last two episodes, it doesn't now currently. The port doesn't
We've
work.
changed
It's been
the
attacked
topography.
by jellyfish.
Geography? Anyway. Wait, what?
Canonically the port's been filled up by jellyfish, and that's why
Okay.
boats can't go in or out. But it's like a lot of jellyfish. That's a side quest in and of itself. So you can go to Koskin or Twale and try to get a boat from there that would take you all the way to the island of Calvary. Or you could... That's probably the easiest route. You could also travel through
Yeah, I'm
several
probably gonna
mountains and
go
forests.
to Twail.
Okay.
I know people there.
You do know people there. Do you want
Hi,
to?
Larry.
You say Mary?
Larry.
Oh. Oh yeah, that was that guy, huh?
Yeah, there's
Not the
another Larry
fisherman.
at some point. Yeah. Hey.
The fisherman's in Koskin. Maybe I'll just put a Larry in every town.
I mean, it's a common name.
That will be the Smith's name.
Larry.
We'll change it to Larry.
Larry Vulcan.
Yeah, Vulcan Larry. Old Volk Lair. Do you want to... Are there any things in particular that you want to buy or do in Ostabale before you head to 12?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Just kind of like try and like
Close up shop.
stop renting out that space for my shop and gather all my shit. 'Cause I imagine I don't have a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's just like a small staller building.
Yeah,
with
like a little booth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like those in the mall. You like phone repair kiosk. When instead it's like sword repair ? I'm just kidding. It's probably better than that, but you get the
No,
vibe.
it's about the same size.
But yeah, you close up shop. You, I don't know, close your lease, and then you're gonna wagon there like everyone else has been doing. Fast travel TM.
Yeah, we're rich now.
Yeah, it's been 4 months of savings.
We apparently haven't spent any of it.
You get to the loading screen,
Don't
but the
question
loading
it.
screen finishes too quickly for you to read the loading screen tip. And now you're in Twail. You're toiling. You just want to head to the docks and try to find, or I guess anywhere and try to find.
I'm just gonna because we've been there, I assume I know where to go for the docks.
Yeah, I mean, you know the city well, so you can just go straight to the boats.
Yeah. I'm
And you
just
see
gonna
3
head-
wisps. I'm just kidding.
Oh no.
No?
Wow, what are these?
They start to... Man. Oh, man. Good times. Good times, huh? She gets it.
I mean, I just wish I knew.
I go, and then Otis goes. The 3 sisters.
Oh my god. You guys are related. You're all sisters.
We look just like our dad.
Yeah, you actually look just like your dad too, and that's how we're related. We all just have the same mom, different dads.
It's all Ignis.
Oh no! Wait, Ignis is the mom?
Oh, the dad. It's dad?
I said we all have the same mom, different dads.
It's all Ignis.
Okay, Ignis just created us.
He's the one God.
He made the 3 sisters.
Dude, I actually really like that. I love it when you meet a character and then later on you find out they're a deity or something crazy.
I love stuff like that too. Yeah. Ignis is not God.
Okay.
Dang
it. Make that clear. He's just a cool old guy.
Okay.
I guess it's not too late. I can switch it up later. I can do what I
You could
want.
be like Lamau, psych.
Yeah, I
because
threw, you,
you're a
I threw
guy.
you off my scent. Yeah, you get up there. You see Fisherman Harry and his crew. They're the cheapest offer you find.
All right.
They're willing to give you 2 Azure. Well, I guess it's a little further.
They give
3
me
Azure.
2 Azure.
Yeah. The offer they give you, the offer is 3 Azure for you just chill while they boat you up there. 2 Azure if you're willing to like also row the boat and do a little bit of work on the way up, like help catch fish on the way and such.
I'll do the 2 Azure because I'm like interested in this fishing business. Not like as a career. I'm just like
You just
trying
want to
to.
like
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm probably gonna do an awful job, and it's not gonna be worth the Azure they discount. Not intentionally, just it's not my thing.
Sure. You pay the 2 Azure for the initial price. You hop on the boat with Fisherman Harry and the Harry Fisherman.
Ew.
Not like they're not hairy, but like the company is
Oh,
the
okay,
hairy.
all right.
Yeah. Common misconception. You roll, dude. Go ahead and make me a fish roll. It's probably going to be nature one, the nature one.
Natural environment.
Yeah, either that or if you want to use another one that you think makes more sense, I'll listen to your argument.
No, I don't think any make more sense. Maybe perception because I'm like watching them and I'm like, yeah, I see what they're doing. But I think it's the same.
There's like what's the dexterous stat? It's not just dexterity. Is there a dexterous
I
thing?
think it's combativeness would be the closest
Yeah.
thing.
There's an advantage called nimble.
I imagine like
Yeah, it's more of like speed.
speed.
things.
Can you
Is
roll
the de-
speed?
I don't think so.
I just am speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do
Eight.
have a speed
is
stack.
8. It could be like maybe I could do relation and just like talk someone
Vibe
into
with the
doing my
fish.
work for me. And just watch them.
You could do that too. Do you want to do
That
that?
feels rude. No, I'm just gonna do natural environment
Okay.
and probably do poorly.
Add your thing and then your thing.
6 total.
6 total.
Yeah, I
With
rolled
both?
a 1.
Oof. Yeah, you're sitting out there. You cast your line. And you sit there. Patiently. But nothing bites.
Oh.
Kind of a metaphor for life, if you think about it. As you begin to ponder your existence, as you reel the line back in after an extended period of time of disappointment, you realize you never put bait on the line.
Oh no.
But Fisherman Harry and the Harry Fisherman don't really seem to mind that you aren't contributing too much in terms of fish, because you're very charismatic and pretty. So they're like, don't worry about it too much. Well, I'm sure you'll catch better later in time.
Okay.
And then
Thank you.
everybody else is going nuts though, bro. They'd be like, I did a fishing motion for you listeners.
That was all they heard.
But yeah, so they have plenty. They are catching plenty that they don't really mind too much that you're not contributing. But
I'm like genuinely doing my best.
yeah,
I'm just bad.
You've just
at
never
it.
fished before.
Yeah.
And,
natural environment's not my thing.
Yeah, and then Fisherman Harry comes over and he shows, hey, let me show you a little something, and he starts showing you how to kind of how he fishes and how to bait the line and such.
Mm.
And you can go ahead and mark on your character sheet that your natural environment gets +1 when you're trying to fish. It's probably not a lot, but you're a little better at fishing now.
Okay. I don't know when I'm ever gonna fish again, but this is great.
Maybe
This
if you
is
go
why
to-
I'm traveling, for experience.
Yeah. Maybe when you go to town and you start fishing for compliments, not that you do that, but if you do
I
that,
don't need to fish for compliments.
you really don't. But if you ever decided to,
Charismatic.
you get +1 compliment.
Yeah.
Wow. Your hair is really long and shiny.
It's like you go fishing and you catch a voice recorder and it goes, "You have a very nice smile.
Wait, what'd you say?
You have a very nice smile."
Okay, I heard mouth. Which is what it's saying, but I was like, what the fuck?
Anyway, after 2.5 days on this boat with the homies and the fish, you start to arrive at Calvary. And
I don't know why I'm so stressed.
me neither, man. It's cool.
Just go on to meet this guy and be like, hey.
you know
teach
how some beaches have black sand?
Ooh.
Land, if you would.
Does this one have black sand?
This one has black sand as you approach. The boat's just kind of like what do you there's no dock here, so they kind of just not wash up, but when you kind of pull into the sand. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Like when you're playing a game, you don't want to actually land the boat. They pull up, they let you off. You are a little confused. Mostly because there isn't really a city here. There is just you see the shores are black sand. And then you land on the southern tip of Calvary.
Okay.
And up to mostly north, slightly northeast, you can see a volcano in the distance. It's big. And around further to the east, kind of looping around the volcano or is where forests start. But there's no at least from what you can see from where you landed, there's no city proper. It is just mostly sand and volcano and trees in the background of the volcano.
And the paper just said Calvary?
Yeah, it said Calvary.
Oh, wow.
Signed Ignis.
All
Wait,
right.
signed Vulcan. I didn't do that on purpose. Fire names are all the same. Everyone's fire.
All right. Can I look around and see if there's any sign that, like, I know there's not a city, but any sign of, like,
Life.
any sort of people life?
Yeah.
Like tracks? Because I imagine that there's not a lot of stuff that comes on the beach. So
Yeah, I mean, you can see,
or smoke that's not from a volcano? Maybe I should just head to the volcano. I'll just head to the volcano.
Okay. You head to the volcano. You head to the volcano, and sure enough, it's odd, but it's like there is like you know, I don't know how to describe. I don't know what they're called, but you know, like in quarries into like ore mines, they have those rectangles that keep the cave head up to prevent like things from caving in.
Oh, I don't know what. I guess they're just supports.
Yeah, like those beams.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you approach the base of the volcano, you see a cave that leads into the volcano that has like that appears man-made because it has those support beams to make sure that it doesn't cave in and crush whoever may be residing inside.
Cool. Okay. I guess I'll just head in there, but not quietly.
Okay.
So they hear me approaching, and if it's
well, before you do that, I do want to say when you see that as you approach the mouth of the cave, you do see corpses.
Oh, okay. Maybe it
Um,
won't be so loud.
like most like charred corpses, like charred skeletons, like ashes and like whatever you see in your head when you imagine a skeleton with scorch marks
Okay.
is what you see on the ground, like kind of littered around the entrance to this cave.
Okay.
And as you're at the mouth of the cave, you can hear like what you would recognize as like sounds like someone's working like an anvil, right? Either like hammer hitting metal type sounds coming from inside the cave.
Okay. I'll just. Hello, Vulcan.
And then you hear the hammer hitting the anvil stops, and you see you can like see like a orangish red and reddish orange light starting to like come from inside the cave.
Oh no.
And it gets warmer, and then you're approached by, how do I describe this? Imagine a big dude, like 8 foot tall.
Oh god.
He is half. I want to paint this picture because I think he's a really cool guy. He stands 8 foot tall. His body is half steel, half magma, and
Oh goodness.
he has like not most of, but like this quarter, like a quarter of his face, his left eye and such, is covered by like different broken shards of like, it looks like a mask made of different broken like steel weapons, right? Like there's like random edges and like random shapes and pieces, making this like really haphazard mask covering that corner of his face.
Dude, this was dope.
And as he approaches, he goes, "What brings you here?"
I'll show him the paper.
Did you take it with you?
Yeah. Yeah, I was ready. I was like, it's pretty messed up by now, I assume. But I found this in Ostabale.
I almost had him hit you with the, "You look just like your dad." But he goes, "Oh, the apprenticeship.
Yeah.
What makes you think you're worthy?"
Overwhelming confidence? Despite my... Actually, no, I'm old. I was going to say despite my young age.
Young in spirit.
Yeah. I was taught by my dad. He did great.
It's very often that craftsmen are taught by their families.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. But your name sounded really familiar, and I thought that I remembered my dad talking about you. But he didn't mention this. And then I just kind of gesture to his body. So I'm not sure if I have the right Vulcan.
I don't think there are any other Vulcans that I know of.
Their planet was exploded.
Who's your father? What?
Sorry.
No,
Star
it's
Trek.
okay. I didn't, yeah, it took me a second, and then I realized, and then I laughed very loudly into the mic. ASMR channel on OnlyFans, by the way.
I realized I didn't know if you've...
Yeah, no, I got that. I got there only because Damien said it earlier. Also, should we mention that Damien isn't here? People might be wondering why he's been quiet this whole time.
Oh, yeah, Damien's
not here.
Not here.
He hates us and he left forever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and he's like, taking care of our child.
Yeah, something like that.
So I can do my episode.
Being a good father or whatever.
Or whatever.
Yeah, imagine.
But enough about Damien.
Yeah.
Who's your father? He asked menacingly. But like not super menacingly, kind of just like, you know when someone's spooky because they're big? But that's
Yeah.
it. Like they're not necessarily mean. They're just a big dude.
They're just,
You
they
get
just
it.
have the booming voice. And
Yeah.
they're just
They're made of
"Hey."
steel and magma and they can't help
Yeah.
but be a little
like,
intimidating.
happens all the time.
Yeah.
My dad's name was Greg.
Was your dad's name Greg?
I don't know. I couldn't think of anything else. Greg, I couldn't think of a cooler name.
Does your character have a last name?
Mine was Smith's daughter. Like, I'm not joking.
Is it Smith's daughter?
Yeah, but like the I don't know how to say it in the Smith daughter.
Smith's daughter?
Yeah. You know, like Smithson,
So
but
Greg
like
Smith daughter?
the daughter version of it.
Yeah. Smith's
Yeah.
daughter? So would Greg be
daughter.
Greg Smithson or Smith daughter?
Smithson. So I
Yes.
guess Greg Smithson
Okay. Yeah.
of the Osag people.
Oh. Egos. Are we leaving that in? We are, right? That whole exchange we just had? Are we-
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Please, because
Egos. Yeah, I imagine it'd be a pain. I just didn't know if you wanted to leave. I don't care. Yeah, he's like, he like raises an eyebrow. He doesn't have eyebrows, but you can see like his skin.
he has like a dagger blade for an eyebrow on the left side.
Yeah. A little piece of flint. Greg Smithson.
Yeah, I wish he had a cooler name.
Yeah, you and me both. But I knew your father. I knew him well. Taught him everything you knew, and then some.
Oh, well, he taught me everything I knew.
Oh.
He taught me everything that he knew. So
Excellent.
we've already got a head start, it sounds like. Unless you taught me wrong.
Well, although I knew, he taught me wrong. Although I knew your father, I'm afraid I cannot play favorites.
Oh.
So if you wish to learn from me, you'll have to accept the same deal that these gentlemen, and he gestures to the skeletons, have accepted.
Oh, okay. What does
Like,
that
you accept?
feel? Can
Okay.
you tell me?
Yes, I will.
I would like to know the terms. I don't
Yeah,
accept.
you said okay, so I was like, oh, that was easy. If within a year you cannot make it a weapon that I approve of, your body will fuel my forge forevermore. And he gestures inside to the volcano. Your soul will not rest, and your spirit will be trapped here in the mouth of this volcano
Okay, but
to
like,
endure
what do you get
fires
out
and
of this?
suffering. What do I get out of this?
Yeah.
My forge gets a little hotter.
Does it though?
Mhm.
Like when you think about like the chemical compounds of a person, they're pretty fast burning.
Yeah, well, it's actually not about the flesh. It's actually about the ever tortured souls
Okay.
that reside in the volcano.
I just know a lot about people dying because they've killed at least 10 people.
Me too.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Yeah. We're not so different, you and I.
All right. Well, I have a thing in like a year,
Okay.
so this is kind of perfect.
Okay. Cool.
Provided I succeed, which
Yeah.
I'm, like I said, unearned confidence. You know, that comes with the looks.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Cool. And he reaches out a hand to you
And
to
is
shake
it?
your hand. It is a magma hand, but he goes, "Don't worry, it doesn't actually burn unless I want it to burn."
Oh,
And he goes, "Watch." And he looks around really quick, and around one of the skeletons there is just rags left over from when he was alive probably. He picks up like what's left of a tunic, and it doesn't burn. And then he puts it down, and he picks it up again, and it burns.
okay. I thought he was gonna burn it, and I was gonna say, "Please show me you not burning."
No, yeah, he does both. He's like, "Look, it's not
Okay.
burning. Whoa!"
All right, so
and
then
then he
I'm
burns
gonna
it.
shake his hand.
Yeah.
I am just
Sure enough, it feels weird, not
it's
like
just
flesh,
warm.
but yeah, it's warm. But sure enough, your hand's fine. Like once you let go, you're like, "I'm alive."
cool.
All right, well, come on in.
Bad that I want to forge a weapon from the steel that makes up his body,
No, that'd be kind of sick, actually.
right? Kind of want to use some of the steel to make that weapon,
Some of his too.
but it feels weird to ask him like, "Hey, could you just?"
Maybe after you get to know him a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that would give me a leg up with the weapon, though.
Probably, maybe.
Yeah,
Or maybe it's like really old steel, so it's not maybe it's harder to work.
yeah, but I'm good at stuff.
You are good at stuff. You're old.
Okay.
So,
Oh, I'm so stressed now because I don't want my soul to help this volcano burn.
this volcano burn. Dude, it's so cool. He's so cool. Yeah, you follow him back and you see it is a massive forge. It's not once you get into you follow this cave until you get to kind of the eye of the volcano, but at the bottom. And the first level is mostly just different tools and equipment, and then there is along the northern wall a giant the furnace part of a forge, right, that you throw shit in to get hot. And then but there is a path that leads up all the way around up seemingly to the top of the volcano, and there is just racks upon racks of different weapons, different types of metals you've never seen before, onyx and different kinds of ore and other stones, different tools, that and other the one at the base is the biggest furnace, but there are smaller ones all the way up until you get to
Wow.
the top of the volcano. Yes, it's lit, for lack of a better term.
Literally.
Yeah. Yep.
That,
And he
That looks so sick in my brain.
that looks so
Right?
sick in my
I'm
brain.
just imagining it. And I'm like, dude, I
Yeah.
want to go here, but it'd be really warm.
And then
And it's also in a volcano.
just on a volcano. Speaking of which, he hands you a weird drink. It's
No.
it's it's in a glass jar, but it's blue, and it's blue goop.
Oh.
It's kind of thick, think of the consistency of watered down mayonnaise.
Ew.
And he goes, "You should drink this. Otherwise, your body probably won't last long in this environment. You'll burn to
What
death."
is it though?
What do you mean?
I'm not gonna drink stuff that looks like watered down mayonnaise.
Well, I mean, it's blue, mayonnaise is white. But I mean, I don't know. I never really took the time to name it. I just know it helps your kind resist heat stroke and other effects of heat over a long duration of time.
Okay, how often do I have to drink this?
And he thinks back. You should only need about one every month.
Oh, okay, that's not that bad.
Can you imagine if every morning you mayonnaise, baby?
Yeah.
That's
gross.
disgusting.
Part
Why
of
did I
me
say mayonnaise? I could have said anything.
Because, yeah, I'll plug my nose and drink it. Sign over my life? No biggie. But drinking this, it occurred to me that I was like, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I want to
But
craft.
I remembered that I'm supposed to be cautious, kind of a coward, but I was like, yeah, sure, I'll be a corpse. But yeah, no, I'll drink some blue mayonnaise.
Yeah, and
It's so gross.
it
I
tastes
can't.
fucking disgusting.
Okay.
It is vile.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I did plug my nose, so it
Yeah,
didn't
so,
really
okay,
it
yeah.
feels vile.
it feels.
I'm sure.
It's it's thick, a little chunky.
Ugh.
Um,
Oh, I hate that.
um,
I hate that for me.
I hate that for you. Why am I like this, man?
I don't know.
I DM
You
stuff
did
and I'm like,
this.
dude, I hate
Absolutely
this.
toxic. She's like, I just want to be a master craftsman. You're like,
Drink
well,
this.
You have to drink this
Is this
nasty
like weird
ass.
hazing?
Yeah, he goes, gotcha. It doesn't do anything.
I guess, I mean, it might, though.
No.
You scared?
Find out next month. See what happens if you don't drink it.
True. I feel like this is almost unfair. This has been much lighter than everybody else's, except for like, pending doom in a year.
Yeah, I took that way too lightly, though. I was just like, well, what else am I going to do? It sounds like the world's kind of going to shit anyway.
It is kind of going to shit anyway. So.
And your dad made it, right? So like,
How hard
Yeah,
can it
it's
be?
like, I mean, like, I'm cooler than my dad was.
Are you?
Yeah. Look at me.
Yeah. So you get in. He begins to he goes to like one area in particular that just has a bunch of like normal metals that you've seen around. He lays them across like a workstation, and he like pretty neatly like displays them for you. Like he has different leathers to make hilts, different kinds of wood to make any like, I don't want to say accent, but like all the supporting parts of a weapon, like steels, irons, and coppers for like different metal pieces, all laid out on a table for you to like make your choice. And then he kind of just leans against one of the walls of this volcano, and he goes, well, let's see what you got. And that's what we'll end for this week.
Hey, I might die. I probably won't.
Everybody might die, probably won't.
Unless,
I guess Dragonball has like the least chance of death,
yeah.
maybe.
I mean,
Yeah.
he could get
Yeah.
crucified though.
He could get crucified. There could also be like a religious like
Cultist type thing going
you
on.
could get burned at the stake.
Maybe
Yeah.
he gets the spots.
Oh,
Maybe
no.
he gets the spots.
I don't know.
Ooh, yeah, I hadn't even thought about that.
Sorry.
Might be contagious.
It might be contagious.
Like someone
Maybe
else.
the cure is a human sacrifice.
The friends
And she's
we
just
made
baiting.
along the way.
Yeah.
But enough about Ragnvald. We're talking about Vera. I almost called her Rebecca.
Bro, that's really cool though.
I'm super
This is
excited.
a cool
like,
location.
Has this been a good
Yeah.
amount
I'm
of
trying
time?
to think of who who it is that I'm imagining for this.
Is it short? Okay, we're good. Sorry, listeners. Had to check.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But just imagining this giant, I'm basically picturing like a lava golem.
That's what I'm picturing, kind of, but like more personable.
I just like that it's half steel.
Yeah.
Above table, he's a Fey-owned, right?
He's a Fey-owned,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. I figured.
He's a
Yeah.
masked that, and yeah, I guess I should have lent more to that. He is a masked Phaeon, but like it's
I
just a quarter
realized I
mask.
didn't like question him
Yeah.
about it
He's
at all.
unmasked Fey-owned.
Yeah, but it's just a quarter mask, which I guess still isn't anything to scoff at. But yeah, no, yeah. Thank you for calling that out. Yeah, he is a Phaeon. He is not a-
I figured, but then I was like, also there were wisps, so maybe there's like
he could not be
other
Phaeon, right?
things
There are
that I
other,
don't
like,
know
yeah,
about.
He could be
Yeah.
a spirit.
Yeah,
He
I
might
don't
not
know why I
even
was so chill. Like my character's supposed to be a coward. I don't think I played that right, but
be. Fuck it.
it's too late.
You're dedicated to the craft.
Yeah, I'm just like really excited about this opportunity.
I mean,
It's really cool.
It's not like you're at a job interview.
I mean, I don't know that you necessarily played it incorrectly, right? Like, I feel like
There's a lot of things that go into it, right? Like
Yeah.
if you know this is the guy that trained your dad, if you know that the world's kind of
There's
going
a
to shit
certain level
soon,
of
TM.
comfort.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's-
and like, what's the risk? You know?
I imagine there's like a level of fuck it, we're already here.
yeah,
You
and
know?
also like a little bit of intimidation, right? Like
Mhm.
this big bad. I mean, bad like cool, not bad
Yeah.
and bad, but like this big bad dude is like, hey, you want to make some weapons? Like, what are you supposed to say? No.
No.
Like,
Yeah,
is he gonna
exactly.
kill you if you don't? Like,
Yeah.
he didn't seem like he was that menacing, but like,
Honestly, but like, how do I leave this island anyway?
I was gonna say the fisherman left. Like you'd be stuck for at least a while, probably.
yeah.
Oh,
I don't
It's like I
know.
can't do like smoke signals because it's a freaking volcano.
I'm sure you like.
Your dad got off. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, you're all on like Craftsman the island. I'm sure you can make a boat.
Oh yeah.
Probably ask him for help. Hey,
Yeah.
you got a boat?
Yeah, I changed my mind. Can you help me build a boat? Okay.
He's
Yeah.
like, nah.
Nah, good luck. Swim.
It's not. Yeah, no, it's pretty
It's
far.
good. Yeah, it's pretty far away. Well, that was fun. You all smell bad. Not you guys, but the listeners.
Goodness gracious.
Bye.
We have a Discord. We have a Patreon. We don't have an OnlyFans yet, but stay tuned.
We have an Instagram.
We have an Instagram. Goodbye for
We're gonna be at the Nova
Later,
Open.
nerd.
I feel like that's all of our announcements.